What is up, everybody? This is Clarkus coming to you with another episode of the Playbook, joined by Steve-O, coming off a big win in Fayetteville. How you feeling,
Yeah,
Steve-O?
I'm feeling great, dude. They always say, "Woo pig suey" down in Arkansas. We got a new thing here. It's "Woo pig losey." We got a nice L. Gave them the L down there, and I feel awesome. I mean, it's a couple days later, and it still feels awesome.
Yeah, I love it. I love it, man. It was a great game, and I mean, by us, the referees tried to just absolutely take that game away. And I mean, I thought at one point I was going to get a tech from the couch.
Right. I'm gonna put on my ball watcher hat right now. We're gonna talk about the ball watching game. So
Bingo. Great hat.
yeah, yeah.
Great hat.
Shout out, shout out eBay. But anyways, yeah. I actually saw looking in the stands, quite a few Arkansas fans had the little Razorback hats like that, so they were excited, a great environment, and you know, we just had to go in and kind of shut it down. And our team's been doing that on the road this year. Other than the Vanderbilt game, we've been shutting crowds up. So
Yeah, well, I love how they claim it wasn't their Super Bowl, but yet they gave out Razorback hats and was a whiteout and
right.
yeah, come on. Come on.
Their biggest boosters, the Tysons and the Waltons, were sitting in all white clothing on couches on the sideline behind Mark Pope.
Right? Like, how much more bougie can you be?
That's what I'm saying. But hey, Garland did. We talked about before the last on the last podcast before the game that we were worried about Darius Garland, and he did have a decent game. But for the most part, Oweh shut him down
Right? I
or
mean,
outplayed him. Yeah,
yeah. Yeah, that's true. Uh, you said Darius Garland, you meant Darius Acuff.
yeah, yeah. And you know why I said Darius Garland? Because
Because
the
he
NBA
just
trade
got
deadline.
traded. Oh, it's
Yeah,
going crazy right now.
I know. We can just pivot to that for a second because our boy went to your team.
I know.
It's
I just
crazy.
thought of I just thought of the perfect graphic that I need to make.
Okay.
The picture where Hagrid is telling Harry Potter, "You're a wizard, Harry," but make it Anthony Davis with a lightning bolt through the middle of the unibrow and say, "You're the wizard, Anthony."
I like that. I like that. You can make Hagrid either Michael Jordan or John Wall because you get connection.
Oh, that'd be a good one. That'd be a good one.
Yeah. Hey, that's
But
crazy though. Enjoy an injured Anthony Davis for this year, but the next year you get him and Trey Young. So
yeah, not sure how I feel about it.
uh,
I saw a tweet earlier today that basically described our off-season moves in acquiring, Trey Young and Anthony Davis as feels like they pulled the rebuild out of the oven quite a bit premature.
yeah, and I agree with that, but you could also look at it this way. They flipped CJ McCollum and Chris Middleton for Trey Young and Anthony Davis. That's kind of an upgrade.
No, I mean you're not wrong. You're not wrong. But it's a wishy-washy Trey Young and an always injured Anthony
Yeah,
Davis, it seems like.
if he's healthy, he's good. We know that, and then you probably I know what the Wizards got. Alex Sarr, he's pretty decent, and Keyshawn George and Koulibaly. Not to get too into your NBA team, but they got some guys. So
Yeah. I mean, I'm optimistic. We'll see.
can't can't be wrong with it. Can't be unhappy about getting Anthony Davis anytime.
No, I'll
He's
never
still
be
Anthony
unhappy
Davis,
about that. I can
right?
now I can now successfully say since I've been a Wizards fan, we have had my two favorite Kentucky players of all time on the Wizards.
Yeah, that's true. And
So
well, there's rumors he might get his jersey retired there one day. Who knows? So
I wish, man. Run it back one more time as a reserve. Come join AD. Trey, you can back up Trey Young. That's perfect.
there you go. Yeah,
Perfect.
I know. I wonder what Wall and AD thought about that game on Saturday because I think they're true blue to their hearts, and Wall's pretty vocal about it. He's been to some of the games in the last couple of
Oh
years.
yeah. Oh yeah. It's weird. Anthony Davis has kind of stayed silent on that front.
Yeah, for
Uh,
someone that's won a national championship here, and he's only came back a couple times, even when Cal was here. He doesn't come back very often either.
well, he doesn't have time. I mean,
That's no, I mean that's fair too. I mean he might come back in the summer, fall. We know that's when he does have time. But
right. And you saw that this offseason with Carl Towns. He came back to finish
oh
his
yeah,
degree and practice with the
and he
team.
went to practice. Yep, I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. Even though he gets slandered in the NBA a little bit for his zesty attitude, and I guess he gets bullied a little bit down low. He's we love him here in Lexington no matter
Oh
what.
yeah. We love us some cat.
Yep, we
We
do.
love
We
us
do.
some cat.
So
But I don't know. I'm a little shocked at the James Harden trade, but then again, I'm not. I'm more so shocked that Cleveland gave up Darius Garland.
me too, because
I feel like
Harden.
that. I feel like that's maybe like is Okoro still on the Cavaliers? Isaac
Nah,
Okoro.
he's playing wing somewhere on another team. I forgot where, but they got rid of him. They got well, they have Evan Mobley, of course, and then
Yeah,
who
don't
else?
get rid of him.
No, so they're right now they just traded DeAndre Hunter to the Kings a couple days ago.
Maybe
They don't
that's who
have
I'm thinking of. Maybe like do DeAndre Hunter and a couple picks or pick swaps or something like that, where it's like now we have a big three of Donovan Mitchell, Evan Mobley, and uh, well, really a big three with Harden, and then you've got a fourth with Garland. But
yeah,
then
you would
again,
have yeah.
that also doesn't kind of make sense for an NBA lineup. You've got Harden,
Not at all.
Garland, and Donovan Mitchell, who are all the same height, essentially.
And they're all ball dominant. Garland is a great passer, and Harden's obviously a great passer, but Harden still can get you 25, and he needs to bring the ball up and do his little dribble between the legs, take a couple step backs, and then pass it to Donovan Mitchell. And then Donovan Mitchell has to score too, so that'd be
Well,
hard to
that
coach,
and
in my opinion.
well, yeah, and that's the kicker. It might be harder to coach a Donovan Mitchell, James Harden team. How you think Evan Mobley feels? He ain't ever going to see the ball.
Except on lobs. He'll catch all James Harden's lobs. He likes the lobs, but
Hmm.
that's about
That is
it.
true. But
But yeah, it doesn't make sense to me either because the Clippers were winning kind of with Harden. Clearly, they're trying to tank the rest of the season because Garland's hurt right now. Garland is a great young player, but they're playing for next season. They don't care about this season.
yeah,
And then
yeah,
the
definitely.
Cavs flamed out in the playoffs early last year as the best team in the East, at least the team with the best record. And they're trying to fix their playoff problems with James Harden, who sucks in the playoffs.
Like he'll, it's almost guaranteed that he will have one great playoff game where it's like he goes absolutely nuclear. It's usually like
Exactly.
game two or game three of the series, and then after that, it's like, where the hell did Harden go?
Right? We know where he went to a strip club.
Yep, Magic City, Lemon Pepper Wings.
uh, I
Which
don't.
is funny. For the first time ever today, since I've been, oh, breaking news to the podcast, I'm off for the next month for wrist and forearm injuries. But I had time to listen to podcasts today while I was doing house chores.
Yep.
Was listening to Kill Tony. Shout out Kill Tony. I'd love to
Yep.
go on that show. Uh, but they had Bert Kreischer on there, and they got to talking about Atlanta. First time I have ever heard Magic City lemon pepper wings endorsed by anybody other than an athlete.
Right? We know Lou Will loves him some. He broke the bubble code
Oh
to go
yeah.
get some.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'd like
Oh,
to
so
I'd like to go visit Magic City just to see what it's like.
see what the hype
Obviously,
is.
yeah, obviously I'm going there for the lemon pepper wings, but
That's why people go to Hooters too, just for the wings.
Yeah, I heard they have good breast meat. Do
Oh. Yeah,
you
that could be a whole
remember?
podcast in its own. Places you go as a kid for the first time and how they just shock your brain. That'd be one of them.
Well, one last question for you while we're on that subject. Do you remember
Yeah.
when all of us took that Miami trip like many
Yeah.
moons ago?
Yeah.
What was that club that or the strip club we were going to go to that had like Lil Wayne and all them people in the
We were
building
trying to.
that night?
I don't remember the name. We'll have to ask Kevin because he
I
was
feel
always
like it
into
was like Queen
the
of
high end stuff.
Diamonds. I think it
Oh,
was like
probably something like that. Yeah.
I think it was
It
like
was so,
Queen of Diamonds.
it was somewhere on South Beach and it was like $1 million to get in. And we were like, forget that. We just wanted to go
Yeah,
because the name. We were like, we've heard of it before.
right? Yeah, I think it was Young Money was in the building. We were like, "Fuck yeah, let's go!" And then we all get to the door, and they're like, "Yeah, it's $110 a person to get in here." It's like, "Yeah, fuck this."
That Miami trip would have to be a little underground podcast for if we had some guests on it because there was we went to a place that you needed money with not enough money.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, what a wild trip, though. And to think someone met their life partner on that trip who was from a whole other country.
I know. I mean, I love them as people, but they're Packers fans, so I'm not gonna give them a shout
Right, and same,
out.
same.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
that right there just tells you what a wild trip that was, you know.
yeah. Just crazy. We've gone on
I
some
mean,
trips,
we
and
literally,
we hey to go full circle, we saw James Harden on that trip.
yep, we saw James Harden.
Yeah,
I believe we saw, well, obviously we saw LeBron, Ray Allen, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, all of them.
Chris
Uh,
Paul.
Chris Paul. Wasn't Patrick Patterson on that Rockets team?
2012. Probably, yeah. Unless he got traded to the
I
Raptors
thought
shortly
that
after.
trip was what? I thought it was 2014.
But yeah, so he might have been traded by then. Yeah, I can't remember. The
But
years blend in when you think about trips. But yeah, that was crazy. We went to that. Did you go to the baseball classic too? Maybe that was just Jake. Jake went with some people to the baseball classic down there. It was USA versus like Dominican Republic or something. They played at the Marlins Park. I
I
don't know
didn't,
if you went.
I didn't go to that one.
I didn't either. So, but hey, we went and saw the Heat. And it was probably they were like what $60, $70 tickets. They weren't terrible.
Yeah, they weren't bad. And I mean, obviously it looks like you're in the nosebleeds, but that arena's smaller than Rupp.
Yeah, for that game, that was awesome. So
I
just for
mean, we
the
literally, I think we may have talked about this on here before, but we
might have, yeah.
were, the arena's small enough to where, you know how when they do the player introductions, they've got the heat, the actual flames coming up.
Yeah.
We were up in the top of that arena and you could still feel the heat from it.
Yeah. I mean, pun intended, the Miami Heat, we felt it indoor and outdoor.
Right? No shit.
Yeah.
uh
But
yeah,
uh
that was a fun trip. We should try to get a group of those people. I think I can have up to like 8 people on here at once.
oh
It'd
yeah,
be
we'll make it work.
like
We'll
a
make it happen. That'd be a
just do
good
like
tell all.
a
That'd be awesome.
do like a unfiltered podcast about our, I don't know, what was that, like sophomore year in college,
Yeah, it'd be
junior
hard to
year
remember
in college.
everything, but if we all got together, it'd be able to reminisce or go through old photos. That'd be fun. We'll table that. But that'd be I like that idea.
Yeah,
So,
we'll table it.
also, also to make it full circle, I think this year's team has a lot of similarities to that year's team, the 2014 team, as in they could come in as a 7 or 8 seed and make a run in the tournament just based off of playing defense and momentum, and they don't really have a lot of good shooters. We had James Young and Aaron Harrison then, and they were decent shooters, and we got
Right,
Colin Chandler and Aberdeen and Olay when he's open.
right. Yeah, you're not wrong. Very similar. A little less star power, but
Yeah,
in all fairness, that that team really the only team, or the only players that became stars were the Harrison twins, and that wasn't until they came back for a second year.
Yeah, and hey, we're actually forgetting someone that did become a star, who's better than any player on this year's team, Julius Randle.
Yep, yep, yep.
Because
You're right. We totally
I always
forgot him.
I forget him all the time. He was the best player on that team, and ever since he quit smoking weed, he's playing clear now. He said for
Right.
Minnesota.
Good
He's
for
the
him.
all-star team on the Knicks, but anyways, that team was would compare uh, Moreno to kind of like a Takari Johnson. There is no one to compare Randall to, but always like the James Young kind of, where you'll get 15 to 20 a game.
Maybe less offensively, or the comparison for this team for Julius Randle is Diabate, but way less offensively talented.
Yeah, a more defensive-minded Julius Randle.
Yes.
Uh, yeah, that's a good point. And then Aberdeen isn't like Harrison, but he has the size. Like they're both kind of combo guards, like Andrew Harrison. So.
Aberdeen's more like a James Young, in my opinion.
The way he plays, he does, but he's kind of forced into the point guard role. But
Right.
he's done well. He's done well the last couple games. We've said on this podcast before that we're not happy with how selfish he is, and he doesn't pass the ball, and he's changed that around.
Yeah. Yeah, he's definitely trying to find the open man, so that's good.
I agree. So we'll see to see how they do tonight against Oklahoma. So
yeah, I'm anxious to see how Jasper progresses as well. He kind of took
I know.
a back seat in the Arkansas game, but the 2 games before that, he had spectacular performances. So
Yeah, and he seems to play pretty decent at home too. So hopefully, the crowd can get behind him, and I think there's going to be a pretty good crowd tonight because after beating Arkansas, why wouldn't you want to go?
yeah,
Like if you have tickets, yeah.
got a little momentum. A 9 o'clock game. You're probably going to find tickets a little easier.
Tate County called off school.
Yeah, no school tomorrow.
Yeah.
So, well, how do you think
Um,
tonight goes?
I've since the last time we have talked about the game, I have marinated on it a little bit more, and
Well,
I feel
first
good
off,
about it.
what's the spread?
The spread was this morning 11.5, but right now,
Wow, 11 and a half.
yeah, we were a
Wow.
pretty big favorite on that. Let's see.
Wow. Don't bet that.
No, not at all. I'm gonna have to
Don't
go on.
bet that.
It may have got bet down now.
My instinct would have been like 6.5.
Actually, it opened up at 10.5, but now it's at 9.5. It's been bet down. I missed
That's
out
still
11.5, but yeah, I
that's
know.
still high.
Yeah, over under is 153.5, which I think is doable, but I think it's slightly high because Oklahoma didn't score a lot, so we'd have to carry a lot of that.
Right. And
I
if
mean,
we carry a
Oklahoma,
lot of that,
yeah.
but
We're gonna have to watch out for Nigel
best
Pack.
bet of the game.
So,
Yes. Yeah. We don't want
didn't
any.
he play? Hasn't he played in Rep before? Was he on that Miami team that played us up here? With
I think he
it
was.
was like
Was that the
yeah,
is that the same Miami team that went to the Final Four?
I think so. The one with Isaiah Wong. That's the only guy I remember. But Pack and Wong, yeah.
Yeah, the Wong Pack.
The Wong Pack. There we go. That's what. Oh, dude, Boston Miami should have done that back in the day. That'd have been perfect.
Right? Right? Look at us.
Yeah.
But
They're scoring about 80 a game, so I guess that's possible. We're not actually scoring 80 a game. We are an SEC play, but in general, we're not.
my best bet of the game. Bet Oklahoma to cover. If you can get it at 9.5, I think Kentucky wins this game by 5 to 6 points max.
I do too.
Oklahoma,
I think
they're coming in desperate. Like they got to have a win. They're 1-8 in conference play.
Yep. I think if we cover, it'll be barely by like a point.
Yeah. It might, like what you said, it's at what, 9.5?
Yeah.
If we win by 10, that I'd be
Yeah,
shocked.
I know whoever bets would be sweating it out at the end. But I would do. I'm gonna go with. See, my whenever I in my head, whenever I think about player props, it never happens, so I don't want to jinx it. So I'm just gonna go with the sure bet of OA getting 20 plus points.
Good bet. He's done it
Yeah,
all SEC play, and it's
yeah,
Oklahoma,
yeah, exactly. He's motivated, and
and it's
uh,
Oklahoma.
a lot of their team isn't the same as last year. The ones that are talking straight to him on the sideline, and his old roommate, and he obviously shut them up both games. But
It don't matter. It's where
Mos-
he came
Mo-
from. He wants
that's
to
what I'm
give him the
saying.
business.
Moser's still the coach, so who
Yep.
might not be after this season, but he's the coach right now.
Well,
All right, let's do our hate or tolerate for Oklahoma.
okay.
I can go ahead and start with the hate. It's a guy we talked about earlier, Trey Young.
My stance has clearly changed on that. Didn't care for him at Oklahoma, but now he's one of the Wizards. You're a wizard, Trey.
Yep.
Uh,
Apparently, he didn't like our dorm rooms, so that's why he didn't come to
right.
Kentucky.
Well, I hope he likes Hogwarts dorm rooms.
Right.
Uh,
Yeah. What house would Trey Young be? He looks like a Slytherin to me.
uh, that's about as deep as I get into the Harry Potter stuff. I've
All right. Well,
never read a book or seen a movie.
that's fair. Well, Slytherin is known as the more like the
The
evil
snakes?
house. They're not really evil, but they're the evil of the four. So I think Trey Young kind of looks like a snake, and he's evil with
Yeah.
his stash. So
Oh, like snake behavior. I'm a
and
snake. Ugh.
and we're not Knicks fans, but if I was a Knicks fan, I would hate his guts for what he did to them a couple years ago. I mean, they
Right?
say it every time he comes into Madison Square Garden after Trey Young, kind of like all the Bears fans, any game say Green Bay sucks, Green Bay sucks at any game. So
Right. I feel like I just dated us when I made the I'm a snake reference.
yeah, that's all right. Not everyone will understand it, so maybe you did.
Right? But
So, is there
so
anyone you tolerate it from Oklahoma?
well now I now tolerate Trey Young.
Fair.
Um I love Otega Oweh. Thank you, Oklahoma.
Yeah, right.
Um I don't know. Hey, I don't really have Oklahoma's never really done anything to us.
No, no. So that's why I said, who have you tolerated? Because I don't really hate many other than Trey Young.
Um,
The only the only one that the
things.
main one that pops into to my head is Blake Griffin.
Oh,
I like Blake Griffin at Oklahoma.
I, yeah, I
Yeah.
fuck with Blake Griffin. That
Yeah.
man, that man used to jump out of the building. Another Oklahoma guy. He kind of had a checkered tenure at Oklahoma, but I really like watching him play, and it's Joe Mixon.
Oh, okay. All right. Cross sports. I like that. Yeah, he's I like watching him play too. He's a good hard runner, and he gave the Bengals a couple good years, and um, I like him too. That's a good pick. He was more trouble in college than he was in the NFL.
Also, shout out another Oklahoma who transferred from Kentucky,
Yep.
who we're gonna have on the show here soon. I'm working on it. Shout out Jeff Badet,
Yeah.
my boy. I
Shout out.
I I talk to him all the time. Like I literally have his personal cell phone number. So we
Heck yeah. He was awesome, man.
awesome
I loved
boy.
him. He was.
I
Yeah,
loved him.
Was it the Missouri game that he had that monster game? There was one game he had like almost 200 yards. I thought it was a Missouri game. I can't
I
remember.
think
But he
it.
had a good
I
season.
think it was.
Yeah.
I think it was a Florida game.
Maybe it was Florida. I know it was what I remember the game. I just don't remember who it was against. I was like, he is locked in. So,
I think it was
but
Florida because he was pissed off they didn't offer him
okay,
or something like
that's
that.
fair.
We can ask him about that when we have him on because it's going to happen. We're
Absolutely.
just trying to work out a date. So probably sometime after spring ball.
All right. Well,
That we
that's a good segue. segue to football, but let's do our we did our bet of the night. So what do you think the score is going to be? The exact score, and who do you think's going to not MVP? Let's do just leading score point wise.
Leading scorer and MVP will be Otega Oweh. He might
Okay.
score 40 tonight.
All right.
Uh, Kentucky wins. What I set the line at what 6.5. I think Kentucky wins 81-75. Just
81-75.
slightly under the cover.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. I mean, I like that. If we win a game 81-75, that means our offense is humming more than normal. So I'm cool with that. Um, I'd like us to win 78-72. I got us by
Okay,
6.
same here.
And my MVP and leading scorer is going to be Colin Chandler. He's been on fire lately, and I feel like he's going to come out and hit a bunch of threes and might mess around and get 25. Who knows?
All right. Maybe Otega messes around and gets a triple double.
Triple double. You might not be the leading scorer, but triple double gets you player of the game, though.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And in all fairness, Otega is going to be my leading scorer and player of the game. Can't not
Yep.
take Otega against Oklahoma after,
And
we're 2 for 2 on results against Oklahoma with him.
I think it's safe to say that Oweh has inserted himself back in the SEC Player of the Year race. He might not win it, but he might be back to being on the first team. So
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Well, you texted me with the idea earlier of a new
I
segment.
did. Well,
It's kind
we
of
don't
like
have a name for it, but go ahead.
it's kind of like Mount Rushmore, but
hmm
we'll just do I don't know, we'll think of a name of it, but top 5 random subjects.
Yeah. So on this top 5, I want you to rank them in order so it's college basketball season. We're in the middle of February, and a hot topic online because some of the past programs are doing well again that haven't recently are blue bloods. And I think it's obvious to say that there's 4 blue bloods: Kentucky, North Carolina, Kansas, and Duke. And
Yep.
historically, I guess you can throw in UCLA. Historically, they've made a Final Four kind of recently. That we'll just throw those 5 to the side. Now I want to put up
Yep.
the next 5 that could be into contention. I want you to put these 5 in order who you think deserves blue blood status next from top to bottom. And this is just your criteria, not mine. It's just whatever you want from when you started watching
Okay.
basketball or before time. It doesn't matter. So,
Well, I already know
but
number 1 on this list.
I'll give you the 5 schools because they're pretty
Oh,
obvious.
okay. Okay.
I'll give you the 5 schools and let you rank them from 5
Okay.
to 1 if you want. So we got UConn, we got
Number 1.
Indiana. All right, so that's easy. Number 1, we got Indiana, we got Louisville, we got not Michigan. UConn, Indiana, Louisville, Villanova. I was thinking
Okay.
of teams that have won multiple titles, and Florida. So
I would probably have to put UConn 1. Not probably UConn 1. UConn's definitely 1.
I
They've
would agree with
won
that.
what 5 titles in the last 35 years.
5 or 6. They've won at least 5.
5 or
Yeah.
6. Yeah. So you're
Yeah.
averaging a title every 6, 7 years. Oh, I did it.
No,
Oh, I
you
did the
did
6, 7 thing.
it.
God
you
damn
did
it.
the you did the thing. Well,
Um,
yeah, you can't go back to
but
school, so the school's coming out of you.
but no, UConn's 1. I'd probably have to
hmm
put Florida 2,
Okay.
just because they've won what 3 titles in the last 20 years.
3 since '06.
Yeah, they went back to back, and then they've always been pretty powerful. So I mean, they had a couple down years, but I think Florida 2. I think you got to put Villanova 3,
Okay.
and then probably Louisville, and then Indiana.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
I
I
I
hate
pretty
I
much agree
hate
with that.
Louisville. I hate Louisville more than Indiana, but Louisville has technically won a national title more recently than Indiana.
Yeah. Uh, to me,
The
blue bloods
banner,
also means relevancy too, and Indiana hasn't been relevant in so long.
nope, nope, and Louisville has, and
And you know
you
how
know,
Indiana became relevant by beating us.
yep. When's the last time? When's the last time they won a national title?
When's the last time Indiana talked about beating us on that buzzer beater, and also talked about us kicking their ass in the same season in the tournament? But they never talk about that. They just talk about the buzzer beater.
Yeah, they're probably talking about the buzzer beater as we speak. They're huddled around a
No,
cold
the
Indiana.
shot.
Yeah, they're huddled around a house fire. You guys remember back so long ago when Christian Watford hit that shot and it went out on phone books and popcorn bags? Such a beautiful
No, look,
moment.
I'm gonna pretend to be your daughter. Hey, hey, Dad, what happened to them in later that year? Did they win the whole thing? Did they make the Final Four?
No.
Yep. So Indiana's clearly number five. Indiana's clearly number five.
Yep.
But I would agree with you. Other than I would probably put, I don't know. I like. I'd probably put Villanova over Florida. I would put Florida at three and Villanova at two, just because I think Villanova has a little more longevity because they won one in the '80s, and they also the Jay Wright years to me were more consistent than. I mean, Billy Donovan won two, but so did Jay Wright. Jay Wright won 2 in 3 years. He didn't win back to back. Uh,
Right. I
Billy
guess
Donovan did it with
technically,
kind of the same team back to back, So
right. I mean, I guess technically they both won 2 in 3 years.
yeah, yeah,
But
exactly. So
back to back is a little more impressive.
it
But it
is, it
helps.
is.
It helps. It helps when you got the same team.
Yeah, I think they've both
You
made
know.
around the same amount of Final Fours in the modern history. Villanova may have made one more, but they're 2A and 2B in my book too, and then Louisville's probably four, and Indiana's definitely five or six, seven. They might not even touch. I did it the same thing. I just did it. We're counting. It doesn't count. But Indiana, I considered not even putting them in the list and putting like one of the Michigans in the list, Michigan or Michigan State, but I just put them in there because they're
Honestly,
historically decent.
I don't like saying this, but I might even put Tennessee on that list before I put Indiana on it, even though they haven't made a Final Four.
I'd put Tennessee from like Bruce Pearl on, from like 2005, 2006 on. They would have been way better than Indiana. There's no doubt about that.
Right.
Because they in
Man.
Chris Lofton years they were good. Yeah. But
Yep. And I
there's
wish we could have had
your
him.
random rank segment of the week. Yeah. So
Random
you can bring me
rankings.
one
I
next time.
like
Let's see
that.
what you come. Yeah. I'll do the RR. So you bring me one next week, and I'll rank some. We'll see what you can bring to the table.
Okay. That'll work.
Yeah, we
That'll
can
work.
switch off these episodes. Just bring a top five and let's rank them. So football. What have we didn't really get into this last time we talked about Will Stein and everyone kind of praising him and about his recruiting style and his interviews and his mentality. It's awesome to hear.
Oh, I love it. Did you see that snippet? I don't remember who he was interviewing with, but he talked
I think it
about,
was Pete Nakos. I think.
where he was talking about we're just going to get out there and recruit our asses off.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. I love
love
it. Like, we ain't scared to walk into any living room. You've seen what this guy's done at
nope.
Oregon. You've seen what the
Yep.
offensive coordinator has done at LSU. It's like we can walk into any living room and be respected and at least considered.
Right.
I
He's
mean,
got the Dan Lanning blueprint. Dan Lanning kind of had the Kirby Smart blueprint and adapted it to his own at Oregon. I feel like Will Stein's going to adapt it his own way here in Lexington.
yep. And I think the results are showing on the recruiting trail. I know we haven't got any commitments or nothing, but we've got dudes coming in for visits that we wouldn't have had them on campus if we still had the same administration. Yeah, I looked at 24/7 Sports the other day, and it was like
Okay.
this upcoming recruiting class who Kentucky has offered. Is everybody in like the top 500?
Yeah, he's shooting his shot. I mean, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Wayne Gretzky and Michael Scott, right?
I mean, I think I went through like the first 150 ranked recruits before I saw that Kentucky had not offered.
Love it. And I'm sure not only Stein, all the assistants there, from what I understand, the assistants in football are the ones that go through the grueling stages of recruiting as much as the head coach does, if not more. So they're out there doing the legwork and making the phone calls, doing whatever they got to do right now. So
Yep. Well, and I think in this first cycle, you're gonna see Stein pop up in a lot of living rooms. Your
oh yeah,
first year as a head
he's
coach,
probably exactly.
you got to make a big splash. Especially,
He's
I mean,
he
first year as a head coach, that's when your financial backing is at its greatest, for the most part.
hmm
Unless you produce and start winning, like what Nick Saban did.
yeah,
He
right.
turned that thing into a machine, and the money was always there. It's now not, which is fine. But it's like that first year, you cannot guarantee that you're going to have more financial backing next year. That first year is going to be the most guys get as far as building a roster. You've got everybody hyped. We got a new coach, new boosters. Come on, hip ha hooray, let's go team. So
Yeah.
you got to hit it hard and evaluate everything right, because unless you turn it into something like Saban, that's the most money you're gonna see to build a roster.
Yeah, you're right. And I think with at least our boosters, they're a little more reasonable for football than Alabama's are, so they might get signed 2 or 3 years before they lay off as much. But at the same
Right.
time, they're
That
going to expect to win because we haven't been doing as well.
right. That's a very fair point. It's probably
Yeah, it's
why the boosters are barking up Pope's ass.
well, he's I don't know if you saw that poll today that Jeff Goodman did with the Field 68. They ranked all the SEC coaches, the jobs, not the coaches, but the coaches and some assistant coaches ranked the SEC jobs just 1 to 16. South Carolina was last, Kentucky was first, and they said the main reason Kentucky was first was because the fan base and because the money back the NIL money. So,
Right.
and
Now,
that's what Pope's been dealing with. And now that he's winning, he's not feeling as much heat. Beating Arkansas clearly takes a lot of heat off him. But you lose tonight, there's a lot that you're back to square one.
right. Yeah, you're not wrong. I mean, I didn't get to listen to very much KSR today, but
I didn't either. I tried to, but I didn't get to.
they brought up a topic of how Pope is starting to call everything like special and beautiful.
Um,
And
and his press conferences.
if everything is so special and so beautiful, is it really?
So do you think that
Because not
he
every
is trying to to speak out good things because inside he knows it's not, so he's trying to portray it. And so because he knows that he's not feeling that way actually, so he wants people to think everything's good when deep down it's not. So that's his way of coping with it.
It could be. It could be that. But my point of it is everything you have on this team you think is beautiful. Every piece is beautiful. It's special. When in fact it is not. I mean,
Nope,
I'm
can't
just
say that
being
after
honest.
losses. Come on, dude.
Just being honest. What is your viewing of the term beautiful or special? Like, and this is from the KSR guys. This isn't my thought, but I wanted to get your thoughts on that. It's like not everything can be beautiful. There's certain things. Otega
No, I
Owe,
think
beautiful. Colin Chandler, beautiful. Malachi Moreno, beautiful.
Pope
The rest,
always tells us he loves our fan base and uh, how knowledgeable we are and how invested we are in the team. Well, if you can't, well they say it, you can't piss on me and say that it's rain. Like he's basically we're watching. We're not the only ball knowers. We just like to talk about it on a podcast. Most of the UK fan base are ball knowers. We all like them. We all know when they struggle. We all know what the problems are. We might not know them
right.
analytically or to a T like he does because we don't see it at practice, but we all watch the same game.
Don't say analytically ever again. I'm so tired of that word.
I'm, it's a beautiful analytics. I'm just trying to make you mad.
Oh my God, it's so special, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, oh man. But you can't sit there and tell me that Muhammad Diabate is just as beautiful and special as Otega Owe is. He's not.
No, you just shouldn't really use it. Like I don't really hear Tim. I'm not saying he shouldn't. He can talk how he wants. He's our basketball coach. You just don't hear a typical coach speak or adjectives, descriptions of their players as that. And there's nothing wrong with that, other than you can be like, hey, Owe is more aggressive, or I enjoy watching his play style. Or there's other ways to do it other than calling everyone beautiful.
Right. Right. Yeah, I mean, it's just, it's a thought.
Hey, I'll still take him calling Ortega Owe beautiful after a loss, other than Coach Cal saying I want to go home and see my dog. So
Well, isn't it wild that, we're coming from a coach who called us basketball bennies like we don't know shit. And now we've got a
hmm
coach who is saying, I know you guys know ball.
yeah,
We gotta be careful. We gotta be careful using that term. Uh,
not to,
but
yeah, singular.
well, I just meant because of former podcast reasons. But whatever,
uh,
whole different thing.
it's a saying. It's a
But
saying. Part of my take says it the whole time, all the
right. So, but my take on it is, look at Cal's record at Arkansas and Mark Pope's record at Arkansas. They've coached the
time.
same amount, well, about the same amount of games, maybe a
Yeah,
game or two off. But Pope has a better record by one game,
I think they
solely
have the
because
exact
we
same.
beat it.
Yeah.
Well, oh yeah, because didn't Arkansas play last night? Or
Uh,
no, I
did
think
they
I
play
think
last night?
Pope's now. I think Pope's got him by one. They might have the same amount of wins, but Pope has one less loss. Because
Oh, okay.
going into that game on Saturday, they had the same exact record.
Makes sense. Okay. So that means if they have the same exact record, they both will still have the same record. Pope just has. So yeah, so that means they both got knocked out of both tournaments at the same time last year. We know they both made the Sweet 16 and got knocked out, but that means they both lost in the SEC tournament at the same time too.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I don't remember the SEC tournament because we won the first game and then got destroyed the second game. So Arkansas
I
plays
mean,
Mississippi State at noon on Saturday, so that's their next game. Should win that.
did they play last night?
This is their bye week. There were 2 games last night and 2 games tonight in the SEC. That's it.
Wow,
I know. And right
that's
now
that's
it's
a
A&M and Alabama, which is a good game.
who's winning that one? Can you see the score?
Yeah, Alabama's up 28-26 right now. Both teams are unranked. I'm kind of surprised A&M's unranked, 17-4 and 7-1 in the SEC. Alabama deserves to be unranked after that ass whooping Florida gave
Oh yeah, that was a
them.
insert verbal meme of Michael Irvin beating the fuck out of a water cooler with a belt.
Right, right.
I, I
I
mean,
can see Todd Golden on the sideline doing that. I can see Todd Golden doing that just to rub it in because he's got a little asshole to him, and he talked his shit and backed it up.
yes, he did. Yes, he did. So, well, we got one more segment, don't we? The helmet
Absolutely,
pull.
I think our we're on the pro helmet, which works today because works out because this might be our last podcast for the Super Bowl. So let's see what we got. I think
Not
we have
much
Jaguars,
Bears news.
Panthers. No, not much Bears news. I probably kind of skipped over it. I think just waiting to see what we do in the draft. At this point, I don't think we have a lot of cap space right now. Other than we signing our own guys. So
Would you be open to a Khalil Mack homecoming?
always, I love Khalil Mack, man. I'd take Khalil Mack back. Um,
Me too. I'm wearing
yeah,
his.
I mean, we just we need pass rushers.
I don't
Oh
know if you can
yeah,
see it.
Mac attack.
It's like the.
Oh yeah,
It's
52.
like
There it is.
it's like the hockey style
Kind of like a football
jersey.
hockey hybrid. That's sick.
Yeah,
Yeah, I like
yeah.
that.
I love
All
it.
right,
It
we
was
got
a
the New Orleans Aints because they suck. Not the Saints, the Aints. They
well. First off,
haven't always sucked.
Got to give a shout out to two former Kentucky players,
Yep.
Landon Young, currently playing for the
Yep. Yep.
Saints,
Hey, shout out
and
Landon Young. He came to my summer camp when he was a kid.
oh man, I thought I dated us with
Yeah, he
the
came to Pepper Hill.
snag. Man,
Yeah.
uh,
He came to Pepper Hill. Yeah.
but also shout out to hopefully another future guest who I've been talking with, and one Lynn Bowden, who I think got drafted by the Saints.
Yep. And
So
another guy who was all pro on the Saints from Kentucky, Larry Warford. I remember him, Larry Warford.
Larry Warford, I do remember that name. I should know
He
that
made
name
the
better.
Pro Bowl a couple times, I think.
Well, he did a charity event, and you know Uncle Stevie.
Oh yeah,
He's not not right in the
it's
head.
Stevie.
He's a mentally disabled person, and Larry Warford did an event here in town after he had already become a Saints player, and Stevie got
Hmm.
to go to that event and talk to Larry Warford. And when he found out he played at Kentucky,
That's awesome.
Stevie like fell in love with him and was like, "That's my favorite player. I'm now a Saints fan. This, that, and the other." So yeah, I
Well,
should I should have known
cool.
that Larry Warford. Shout out Uncle Stevie. I know you're not
Um,
listening, but
when when I think of the Saints, I think of when I was younger, is like early 2000s. They were the first fan base I ever looked up in the stands, like on TV, and they were wearing paper bags over their head because they were so bad.
yeah, it was either them or the Lions that were first.
Right? And then, of course, they dealt
Uh,
with Katrina at the time in that sick game where they had that block punt. So,
I actually like a lot of Saints players. I like Drew Brees.
hmm.
Uh, absolutely love Alvin Kamara. Don't know why he played at Tennessee, but Love Alvin Kamara. Um,
I liked Reggie Bush.
Taysom Hill, Reggie Bush. Yeah, that's another great one.
Yeah,
Although, anytime I think about Reggie Bush in a Saints uniform, I think about that
I
time when he
know.
got absolutely fucking truck sticked by, what was that, Sheldon Brown of the Eagles?
There's someone, yeah, someone of the Eagles DBs. Yeah, that was insane. That's one of the best
He
hits of all
just
time.
fucking smoked him.
Yeah, that
Um,
was wild.
but
That was wild.
I also really like, this is going to be an out of the box name for you.
Okay.
Marcus Colston.
Marcus Colston. Okay, I like in the NFL. I like out of the box names because so many players have been through teams. So I like that. My out of the box name was the guy who scored touchdowns and he would have the celebrations. Joe Horn. He'd go up and do the Sharpie
Yep.
celebration as a wide receiver. That's
Yep. Yep. I like
who I
that one.
think of. But we'll move on from the Saints because the
Also,
Saints aren't.
one,
They're,
one,
they're fine.
one last Saints one. Another guy I
Yeah,
really like who's currently on the Saints, Taysom Hill.
Haytham. Yeah, I mean, go gadget. I mean, he can do anything.
Could could you imagine having him in Ben Johnson's offense on the Bears?
Uh,
Oh my
yeah, that'd
God.
be awesome.
Oh my
Ben
God, the
Johnson would know
trick
how to.
playbook.
Ben Johnson would know how to use it more
Yeah,
than anybody does.
yeah. Taysom Hill,
So
I know you're not listening, but if you are, and you're a free agent, talk to Ben Johnson. It's a great
if you want to
opportunity.
come to contend, if you want to come to a contender and score a couple touchdowns, receiving touchdowns, maybe some rushing touchdowns, maybe even a couple throwing ones, holler at Ben Johnson.
Yep, yep. If you want to be used as Mr. Gadget, go play for Ben Johnson.
Right, man.
All right.
The dirty birds, the dirty birds.
Oh, oh. Well, first of all, L's
Yeah,
down.
that's
That's
yeah,
for
exactly.
Lamar and
Always.
Louisville.
Yep, always,
Um,
always.
although one of my favorite all-time football players is a defender for the Ravens. Two of them,
Which
actually.
one?
I
Ray
bet you
Lewis or Ed Reed?
that's the two. That's the
Yeah,
two.
hey,
Probably I lean towards Ed Reed a little more just because I
same.
played defensive back. But Ray Lewis,
Ed Reed,
oof.
take the head off. Take the head off.
Oh my God, Ed Reed. I saw a TikTok the other day about this guy. He reacts to highlights of players, and he's like, if by the third highlight I don't think I haven't seen anything good, then you're trash. And Ed Reed popped up. First one just absolutely eviscerates a guy. Dude spits out his water and it's like, holy shit, dude, like I didn't know the NFL could hit like that. He's like, oh wait, this is like 20 years ago. So maybe that's why they can hit like that. But just absolutely
And
mind blown.
for our generation, he's probably everyone's favorite defensive back, favorite safety or whatever, because he just knocked your head off, got interceptions, and would run it back. He was a hell of an athlete too. He just run all of his interceptions or occasionally a punt back.
He's not my absolute favorite. I have one who, in theory, was not better, but there's bias, and I bet you can guess it.
For well,
For
had
a
Tillman play
defensive
corner.
back. Yep, yep,
uh,
yep, yep. That's my favorite. That's my favorite corner who's ever played the game.
That's
But
fair. That's fair.
well, I guess favorite defensive
So
back.
you,
But Ed Reed second.
so you like
Third,
you know you like those two. You like you like him, Ray Lewis, and you like Devin Hester. Are you a closet Miami fan?
Shit, I guess that might be.
Yeah.
Well, I could even throw another one into that. Another defensive back that I like.
Yeah.
Oh, what's his name? Sean. Played for the
Sean Taylor,
Redskins. I can't think
R.I.P.
of his last name. Sean Taylor. Yes. Another GOAT. Rest in peace.
Dude, I think we could do a whole podcast on those 2001 Miami offensive defense because they were loaded.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like, literally, on defense alone, you had uh, Ray Lewis, Ed Reed, uh, Sean Taylor. Um, I believe
That whole
didn't pan
defense
out
got
well.
drafted in the league, but
You're
they didn't
right.
all panned out in the league, but they all got drafted.
I
Hey,
think
they
the
had the
only
best
one,
fighter on there, Andre Johnson.
right? Well, also wild stat. If I'm not mistaken, Dwayne the Rock Johnson was on that same team.
Oh yeah, he was, wasn't he?
Isn't that
Well, I think
crazy?
he caught the end of it, maybe. Yeah, that's crazy. He was definitely on the team with Ray Lewis. Wow. But hey,
His
Ravens are
career
going
panned out in a
you
whole
up, you
different way.
down. I know, right?
But
Um, Ra- Ravens wise, I still don't. God, I don't have anyone on offense that I like from their team. I mean, I'll admit Lamar's good. I'll admit they've had some good guys, but I've never liked any of them.
I I I like Derrick Henry.
I like them when he's on my fantasy team.
Fair point. Fair point. I don't know. Tight end wise, I kind of like Mark Andrews as well.
He's been
Just
solid,
seems
yeah. He's
like a
solid. They had a good old running back, Jamal Lewis. He got 2,000 yards one year. He was decent. I didn't mind him.
but in this household we don't fuck with the Ravens very much. My wife's a Steelers fan, so
Um, our buddy Kev is a Ravens fan. As always, birds down, whatever you want to call it. We don't like the bird gang, so the dirty birds.
you're right. They're all dirty birds.
Right.
They're
I
all dirty birds.
helmet. I need to get me a Bears helmet to hold in at that one side. I got this mini helmet, but I won't really hold them very well. I want to get one of
You're
the
right.
mini orange helmets. Those look sick. All right.
Yeah.
Well, this is appropriate for the Super Bowl because they like to blow leads in the Super Bowl.
Okay. Obviously, first name comes to mind, Michael Vick.
Yep.
Michael Vick.
Yep. Mike Vick. Yep.
One
Great. Is he greatest running quarterback of all time? Just off pure feet.
is it a fair is it a fair point to say that he was the Steph Curry of the NFL? Because after Mike
With
Vick, it
injuries, yeah.
seems like. Well, no, no, I'm just saying the way that they had an impact on the game. Like ever since Steph came out, you know, shoot the three ball, shoot the three ball, shoot the three ball, shoot the three ball. Don't care where you're at,
Yeah.
shoot the three ball. Seems like after Mike Vick, that the scrambling mobile quarterback kind of, I guess you can't say it became more popular, but it's becoming more popular.
People don't shy away from it as much as they used to back then. People pushed against Vic and even Donovan McNabb or even Dante Culpepper. And those are the only three ones I can name from back then, really. Maybe Steve McNair. Now most teams have those guys on their team. Guys that are mobile, guys that like Josh Allen doesn't look like he's mobile, but he is. Caleb doesn't look like he's mobile, but he is.
Right. I would be willing to bet that more than half the teams in the league have what you would consider a dual threat quarterback.
how many statues are in there? Like right now, maybe you got Sam Darnold and Matthew Stafford, and there's not a whole lot of statues out there. We could go through it, but off the top of my head, there's
You've
not.
got you've got Sam Darnold, Matthew Stafford, Aaron Rodgers,
Yep. Uh, Probably Gino. I
um,
don't know. He was decent.
Gino's fairly mobile. I wouldn't put him in that. Um,
Yeah, he.
it's not very many just
He
straight. I'm a pocket passer. If I can't
exactly.
find somebody open, I'm crumbling or, throwing
Right.
it away or something like that. But I feel like that's a valid take of, Mike Vick kind of transcended the dual threat thing.
Do you remember the Mike Vick shoes that came out back in the day? Those were so sick.
I do. I do, and I had a pair.
Yeah, I figured you did.
Ooh,
Yeah, because I never got a pair because I didn't play football, but those were sick.
I just thought of my top five.
Okay, okay. Well,
And you
we'll
know
save it
what?
unless you just want to do it right now before we go off the rip at the end because we're
What
almost at
time?
overtime.
Well, let's do it. And I'm going to give
All
my
right, let's
top
do it.
five on this one as well.
All right,
Top
I want to
five.
name one player from the Falcons. One player from the
Okay.
Falcons, real quick. I want to give a shout out to.
Devin Hester.
Underrated receiver. Well, yeah, he did play for him. An underrated receiver that everyone forgets because of Julio Jones, but Roddy White. I used to love Roddy White.
Yep. Yep. He was a dog, man. Over the middle slot
Yeah,
receiver.
Roddy White.
Like, I'm
Exactly.
going to
So
find a gap in this
Roddy White.
defense, hunker down, and I'm going to be open, and I'm going to catch the ball.
Right,
All right.
right. And our fantasy champion has Bijan Robinson on his team right now. So there's that.
Hard to argue with. And we didn't even bring him up. Clearly, fantasy
I
football is
know,
a
right?
sore subject for us. All
That's
right.
why I brought it up at the end. So anyway,
Well, we're going to brighten this thing up, and then we're going to get out of here. Top
yes, sir.
five shoes of all time.
Ooh, okay. Oh my goodness, that is. That's a hard one to do off cuff, but I can give you five of some of my favorites just off the top of my head, and I actually have one of them right here. I mean, I'm about to wear Saturday. That's just worked out. I didn't plan this. I got the Booker Denims. This is one of my favorite shoes of all time.
Oh,
So
okay. Steve-O
yeah,
pulling out with a
yeah.
heater.
They got got the tag on them. Yeah, so these are one. Definitely gonna be wearing those Saturday for the denim game. But those are in the top five. Do you know yours,
Well,
or I can probably kind of think off cuff while you do that?
I have a clear one that's right here next to me as well. You're just got to
Yeah.
filibuster for a second.
Okay,
I'll be right
that's
back.
fine.
I'm gonna go grab
So
my
yeah, we
clear
got the.
one.
Sounds good. All right. So the Bookers aren't my clear one, but they easily made the
Oh,
top
okay.
five because I got them recently, and they're actually pretty comfortable too when you wear them, so that helps. I'm a big basketball shoe guy. I try to get at least one signature shoe of everyone that's been a Nike signature guy, so I kind of lean towards Bookers right now. So, but what you got?
My 1-1, the original Space Jam 11s.
Hell yeah. Can't
Got
beat
like
those, dude. Can't beat
a
those.
staple, a staple.
They are.
Um, this
Space Jam
this for
11.
me is
Yeah.
probably this for me is probably going to go very Jordan heavy. I also have a clear
Yeah, I'm
two.
Team Jordan and Nike too. So, okay.
Um, my clear two is probably a Jordan 4.
Ooh, yeah. I like the Jordan 4s. I never owned a pair, but I tried a pair on. I like them.
I've never owned a pair either, but
So,
they're just the conceptual design and they're a heater.
Yeah, they are. They are. I mean, basically all the Jordans, like 1 through, like, you could argue 20, I guess, but really like 1 through 15 or 14 are just top tier. So,
Yes, yes, by far. Three on my list might be a little bit of a shocker for you. Do you remember those
okay.
first T Max shoes that came out that had like
Hell yeah. I love those, dude.
yes,
The stripes on them. Yeah.
absolutely love
Those are
those.
sick.
Yeah, kind of like came from the back up the side and then over the toe,
Oh, yeah.
and then
That might end up,
they had white
yeah,
with
they
the
had
blue
white, black, and
stripe,
blue. Different
blue
colors.
blue with the gray stripe. They had, or no, because remember they came out with the Rockets colorway. They had red with a silver, with the stripes being silver.
Eventually, yeah.
Um, so that was what, number three. Number four for me would probably have to be. Do you remember the LeBron Zoom Soldier low tops?
Oh, yeah. He had a couple of those lines. We played in some in high school, I think, for 1 year.
Oh, I had like multiple pairs of them. They one knock on them, they didn't last very long, but
Yeah,
those were
that's
up
fair.
there. And then number five for me would probably have to be the AI shoes, the very first ones that Allen
Ooh, the
Iverson came out
questions.
with.
The questions.
Yeah,
Yeah, wow. Okay. I like those. That'll give me time to think. I know mine now easily. Yours were all good. I'm a big basketball shoe junkie anyway, um, so I got
before
to
we
go
get
ahead.
off here, I got one
I
more
got
pair.
the,
I got one more pair to show you.
okay,
No, you go
okay.
ahead. You
I
go ahead
also
with your
got
five,
the
and
Kobe
then
fives. Yeah,
ooh,
the Kobe fives. Those are awesome. I love those.
I forgot a
Yeah,
shoe.
Brandon Knight and them played in those that year, and I got some the same year as those. So I like the Kobe fives. Like the Air Max 97s. Air Max 97s, they got the full Air Max on the bottom for running shoes. Those are sick. I love Air
Yep,
Max 97. Um, uh, the Kobe's shoes before his shoes, the Nike Huarache 2K4s or 2K5s, whichever one. They're both
yep,
sick. I used to love those back in the day.
yep.
And then my
I had
fifth
a pair of
one,
football
I
cleats.
want to give Kevin Garnett's. Oh, you did? Oh, the football cleats were sick. I remember those too. Um,
Yep.
I want to give KG's Adidas line a shout out, but because I had a couple pair of them, but I really didn't like them. I just got them because they were Kevin Garnett's at the time. One of my favorite shoes of all time. I'm excluding Jordans. Jordans are tier above everything else, so I just don't feel like calling one out.
Right.
I used to love a pair of Nike Shocks. I thought
Yep.
those Shocks
Yep.
hot back in the day, hardcore.
They're back now. You know that, right?
No. Yes, I noticed that. I forgot where I was. It was one of the sporting stores the other day. I was looking at the shoes just because I was perusing, and I was like, Nike Shox, what? And they're more expensive than they were back in the day.
I know. They're like $170. It's insane.
Yeah,
Um,
it's insane.
two shoes.
It's insane. What?
Two shoes. I I I should have had on my top five. Kobe Grinches
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
and King Griffey Jr. swingbands. You remember
Ooh,
those?
yeah. You can't go wrong with the Griffeys, dude. Oh heck yeah, dude. Well, they kind of were like Air Maxes, but they also had the cleats, and then I think Braun tried to retro them in some of his recent ones, like the colorways at least.
Yeah, I think so too. All right, I'm gonna go grab this other shoe. You'll like these. This is a pair of LeBrons. We're getting into a sneaker segment here, I guess. Last thing though,
Yeah, that's all right. Sounds
I'll,
good.
I'll be right back.
I'll show off my black
Filibuster.
jersey. So we got the Bill Kiteley jersey here, one of the best Kentucky jerseys of all time, black jersey. That'd be awesome if we could bring something like this back. So just want if anyone's watching, I'd like to even bring out the Bill Kiteley one. It doesn't even have to be just a new black one. Just bring these back. So I would love to have these black jerseys back. We'll see if we get the denim jerseys on Saturday. So that'd be very interesting. Everyone says
Oh,
we're going to. I like
the
the
di-
blue denim better than the white. Clark said he didn't care for the denim jersey, so we'll see what comes out.
and I actually lied. I got two shoes for you. How do you feel about KD's?
Okay. Oh, dude, basketball shoes. I like them all. The only ones I really didn't care for were Adidas. Give me all Nikes. Yep, those are the eights or the nines, maybe. Those are sick. I love those. Yeah.
Brother, $15 fine. Might be stolen, I don't know,
See,
but
that's hard to beat.
perfect condition.
Still good traction.
And then,
Heck yeah.
yes, like
Love those.
barely been worn. Barely been worn. And then, this pair of LeBrons.
Yep, I've seen those before.
Multicolored bottom.
Yeah, those are sick.
That was like a
So the lows, yeah.
that was like a $30 fine. And those have literally I only wore them once. I
Yeah.
don't know that they had even been worn before that. I mean, there's literally like no tread gone on them.
Hey, that's awesome.
So,
That's how I get
yeah.
some of my shoes too. It's just like get them off second hand or whatever. But since we're doing that, this is what I'm wearing for the game tonight right now. The UK Hey Dudes.
Nice. Nice. Yeah, I'm about to switch out
Mm,
of this hoodie and put a UK hoodie on for good luck and
yeah,
go Cats.
got about an hour, so we get
So,
this. Go Cats.
alrighty, man. Well, that's all I got for him. You got anything else?
Nope, but go Cats, go Bears, and beat Sooners.
Alrighty. We'll see y'all, I don't know, probably what, Friday night?
Yeah,
Sometime
whenever we
around
want,
there.
when we feel like podding again. Yep. All right.
Yeah.
See y'all later.
But go Cats, go Kroger.